Storytime at Home. Presented by Cincinnati and Hamilton County.
Hi, I'm Caitlin from the Harrison Branch Library. Today I'm going to be reading you a story called The Many Colors of Harpreet Singh. It's written by Supriya Kelkar and illustrated by Alea, Marley. This story is about a little boy who wears something on his head called a patka. It's a type of turban that people from the Sikh religion sometimes wear. Harpreet Singh loved his colors. Bright colors, muted or pastel, or neon. He had one for every occasion. He wore yellow when he felt sunny, spreading cheer wherever he went. He wore pink when he felt like celebrating, bopping along to Bhangra beats. And he wore red when he needed an extra boost of courage. Harpreet took great care of his colorful patkas. He made sure they were clean and soft, smoothing each one out gently before putting it on. One day, Harpreet's mom announced that she found a new job in a snowy town across the country. "It'll be fun," his mom said. "It'll be an adventure," said his dad. "It won't be the same," said Harpreet. Saying goodbye took a lot of courage. How do you think these characters look? His mom and dad have kind of similar looks, right? They both look like they're pretty happy. But what about Harpreet? How do you think he feels leaving the house and the city that he knows and going somewhere different? Harpreet also had colors for not so happy occasions. He wore blue when he felt nervous with his heart thumping in his chest. He wore gray when he was sad, like a cloud about to rain. And he wore white when he felt shy, not wanting to be seen. What do you think? Does it work? Is he invisible? It looks like some of his classmates aren't paying him attention. What about her? Lately, at his new school, Harpreet had been wearing white an awful lot. He wore it on a field trip. He wore it for a class party. He even wore it on ordinary days. Because even on ordinary days, he wanted to be invisible. "Do you want to wear red?" his mom asked. "No reason to be brave," Harpreet replied. "How about pink?" asked his dad. "What's there to celebrate?" said Harpreet. "Maybe all you need," said his mom, "is a little sunshine." Harpreet shook his head and sighed. Look outside. No birds, no blooms, no beach, just cold. The next day, Harpreet went to school in white, feeling gloomier than ever. It seemed like everything in this town was frowning along with him, even the snow. But it wasn't a frown at all. It was a smile. And Harpreet knew who it belonged to. "I like your hat," said Harpreet. "I like your hat," said the girl. "Oh, mine's not actually a hat. It's called a patka," said Harpreet. "Mine's itchy," said the girl. Harpreet laughed. "I'm Harpreet," he said. The girl extended a mitten. "I'm Abby." The next day, Harpreet was sure to wear red. For a class party a week later, he tried pink. It wasn't long before he dug his favorite yellow patka out of his drawer. He made sure it was clean and soft, smoothing the wrinkles out gently before he put it on. Soon, the trees had buds, and the outdoors were filled with the sounds of chirping birds. "All that's missing is the beach," said Harpreet's mom. She turned to Harpreet. "So, what color are you wearing tomorrow?" Harpreet thought for a moment. Maybe white," he said, and smiled. "It reminds me of snow." Yes, Harpreet Singh loved his colors. He had one for every occasion, even for just hanging out with a friend. And that's the end. It does have an afternote about Sikhism and how people wear the patkas on their head or the Sikh turbans. So that is an interesting afterword included. And that is the end. All right, just like Harpreet has a lot of emotions in this book, we have to learn to express our emotions too. And one of the ways we can do that is by naming them. So we're going to talk about a few different ones today with the song If You're Happy and You Know It. And we're going to add in some American Sign Language signs. All right, so the ones we're going to repeat through the whole thing are the signs for no, where you touch your head. All right, so just like you know something, oh, I knew that, right? And then we're going to do the sign for face, where you take your pointer finger and draw a circle around your face. All right. We're also going to be doing 4 emotions, and I'll do them slow in the song, but before we get started, I'll show you. Our emotion for happy, you use both of your hands to brush up on your chest, or you can use only one hand if your other hand is doing something. So that's our sign for happy. It's kind of like you're brushing a smile up onto your face. We're going to do the sign for mad or grumpy. You're going to take your hand in front of your face, and it's almost like you're pulling your face down into a mad face with your hand. Mad, right? We're going to do the sign for silly. This one's a tough one. Can you stretch out your fingers? Can I see that thumb? And your pinky at the same time. That's actually the letter Y in sign language, and you're going to use that Y hand and wiggle it on your nose. That's our sign for silly. All right, and our last sign is going to be the sign for tired. Whew. You're going to put your hands on your chest, and you're going to fold them down, almost like you're pulling the covers up and tucking yourself in. All right, so this is If You're Happy and You Know It with our emotions and signs. Ready? If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're mad and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're mad and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're mad and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're mad and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're silly and you know it, make a face. If you're silly and you know it, make a face. If you're silly and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're silly and you know it, make a face. If you're tired and you know it, give a yawn. If you're tired and you know it, give a yawn. If you're tired and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're tired and you know it, give a yawn. And that is the end. Thank you, my friends.
Get 3 books in the mail. Sign up today. Go to Ohio Imagination Library.org to find out more.